While we'll be exposed to some probiotics in the womb, our first major encounter with large populations of bacteria comes when our baby body descends the cervix and emerges from the vagina. During this birthing journey, assuming a healthy mother, we're exposed to numerous species of our future resident probiotics. This inoculation of probiotics gives the body an advanced immune shield to control or keep populations of infective microbes away. Because much of our bacteria is the result of our passing through the vagina during birth, C-section babies end up with fewer colonies of healthy bacteria. Bifidobacterium infantis is one of the primary and vigorous colonizing bacteria for infants. Research reveals that 60% of vagina birth babies have B. infantis colonies, but only 9% of C-section babies will be colonized with probiotics, and only 9% of that 9% will be colonized with B. infantis. This means that less than 1% of C-section babies are properly colonized with this important strain of bacteria, compared to 60% of vagina births. A baby body establishes its resident strains during the first year to 18 months, following inoculation from the vagina. A combination of breastfeeding and putting everything into our mouth, from our parents' fingers to anything we can find as we crawl around the ground, will combine to make up our early resident microbiome. These activities can combine a host of different bacteria, both pathogenic and probiotic. Mother's colostrum, her early milk, may contain up to 40% probiotics. This will be abundant in bifidobacteria, assuming the mother is not taking antibiotics. Healthy strains of bifidobacteria typically colonize our body first and set up an environment for other colonies of bacteria to come afterward. How do we gain the rest of our microbiome? Outside of crawling around the house, we gain a combination of probiotic and competitive bacteria from soils, trees, and other outdoor exposures. Many assume soils are infectious, but natural soils, as opposed to those sprayed with chemicals, contain huge populations of probiotic and pathogenic bacteria. Many of these bacteria from soils are spore-forming soil-based organisms. Some soil-based organisms, or SBOs, or also called HSOs, can become probiotic populations after early ingesting, as they colonize and begin to defend their early territories. This means those important infantile occupations, such as crawling on all fours, eating dirt, making mud pies, having food fights, playing tag, and so on, produce a stronger immune system later in life. Other bacteria, which may be less healthy to the body, will allow the body to be exposed and challenged. This will strengthen our probiotic colonies along with the immune system, enabling the body to counteract those strains into the future. This probiotic training mechanism is critical to the body's future immunity, not only as infants but as we grow older. It's critical to our immune system that we are continually challenged by a variety of microbes in order to maintain our immune strength. This has been confirmed by recent research illustrating that children raised in sterile environments will more likely suffer from allergies, infections, and food sensitivities. Living around a natural setting, or at least frequenting that natural setting, is therefore important. Going for hikes and in general getting outside is important at any age in order to provide exposure to microbes and keep our probiotic immunity active. This doesn't necessarily mean that we continue to collect resident strains. Our resident strains are typically created within our first few years as children. After that, most of our probiotic strains consumed will be transient, though typically beneficial.